Good afternoon, everybody. So to anyone who doesn't know me, I'm the very proud father of the bride, and I'm delighted to welcome you all to this wonderful wedding. As I'm sure you're all aware, Beckett and Richard's invitations were sent out to a very select group of people, family and friends, those who've meant the most to them throughout their lives. It's wonderful to see you all here anyway. I know some have travelled a very long way and some have come from more locally. See, that's the thing with Beckett and Richard. This is what you have to remember. They attract very dedicated friends. You've probably noticed that. And it's because they're very dedicated to their family and friends themselves. And that's important. When Becca was small, she struggled to find her niche. She had a go at ballet, she had a go at dancing, she even had a go at football. It was around this period that Becca discovered theatre, to be frank. Mandy found an opportunity to explore something a little bit less school-pressured. To be honest, that's when Becca's love of theatre was cemented, so at really quite a young age. She applied to the Brit School in Croydon, and that brought us down to London. And once we got ourselves established back down here, she decided that she'd bugger off back to Liverpool to do a degree. And that's where she really started to hit her stride. She's been working on Potter now for 4 years, give or take a year of shutdown due to COVID. And it's great to see so many sort of current and past players and crew and colleagues, yeah, all here today, which is terrific. Becca started working in London and thanks to the wonders of the internet, managed to find her match in Richard. He barely fits in our little flat in Romford. To be honest, he barely fits in his own, but he's always been very, very welcome. Becca and Richard decided to buy a really tiny flat together in 2020. It was great, it was really good, but then COVID hit and they just paid their second mortgage payment when COVID hit. So with the theatre closed and Richard on furlough, they spent 18 months together pretty much in isolation. When they managed to do that without maiming or killing or otherwise damaging one another, we know that each of them have found their soulmate. So we were more than happy when they told us that they were going to get married. So Mandy and I are delighted to have Richard join our family and for Becca to become part of the Cooper family too. Absolutely delighted. So finally we get to the toast. Please stand, please join me, my wife Mandy and Richard's parents John and Bea, in wishing Richard and his surname, I've done it again, a very long and happy marriage. We love you very much, Becca and Richard.
My wife and I are thrilled that you could all make it, and we just want to extend a really heartfelt thanks to everyone in the room. This day wouldn't be what it is without all of you here. how did I know that it was Becca that I was going to propose to and that I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with? And it actually touches on one of Derek's points earlier on, in that when we first started living together at the start of the pandemic, it was really just the most unsettling and disruptive time in living memory for pretty much everyone, I would have thought. But it felt throughout all of it that I'd been living with just my best friend and my soulmate. Your warmth, your humour, your resilience and your love just kind of kept me going. But then there were some pretty dark days for one reason or another in there that I just, I cannot imagine doing with gone through with anyone else other than you. When it finally came to an end, I knew that the first thing I had to do was get that ring and put a ring on it, as they say. Yeah, I cannot imagine going through life now without Becca. She's my best friend, she's my soulmate. I hope that those kind of nearest and dearest to us see that on a daily basis, but I just wanted to say thank you for giving me that, for swiping right and for sticking with me all this time. And I just wanted to say, I think it was actually the second to last time that I saw Matt. As I was leaving, she put her hand on mine, and I've written it down. I remember it, it would stay with me for the rest of my life, but she said, "Take care of her for me, won't you?" And I said I would, and that was, I consider that a promise that is now unbreakable. I am excited to start the next chapter of our lives together. Whatever that may bring, highs, lows, ups, downs, whatever it looks like, wherever it takes us, there's no one else I'd rather have by my side. So I'd just like to raise a toast to my wife, love it, Rebecca Cooper.
Together, you are the bubbles in one another's champagne, the morning sun through the window, the breaking of a smile. Together, you are the one donut in the bag with more jam than all the others. That photo where everybody looks great. The know all the words, sing out of tune chorus of your favorite song. Together, you are the beginning of a big idea. The twinkly bits that hang in the sky after the firework goes bang. The cold, thin air at the top of a mountain. The only two people in a crowded room. Together, you are that unforgettable day of the holiday, an accidental adventure, chocolate chip, the last 2 pages of your favorite book, a barbecue with friends, the spray of the sea, the nose of the cheese, a kiss, a hug, a hold my hand. A decision which, looking back, will seem to be the most excellent one you've ever made. Together, you are bubbles. The unburstable bubbles of the very best things in life. Only things any of us ever really need.